In question 1, I found out the time on the clock, which is 11:30, because the shorthand is in between the 11 and 12, which means it's 11 something. The minute hand has gone halfway around the clock, which means 30 minutes have passed. So it is 11:30. I wrote 11:30 down so I wouldn't forget. Then I added 2 more hours to 11:30. 11 plus 2 equals 13, but there is no 13 on a clock except for a 24-hour clock. Instead of 13, 13 is 1 o'clock. Then I added 30 minutes, and the answer is 1:30. In question 2, I had to add 30 minutes to every time. 0 minutes plus 30 minutes equals 30 minutes. I wrote A1 because only 30 minutes have passed and there are 60 minutes in an hour, so it is still the same hour. "30 minutes plus 30 minutes equals 60 minutes. There are 60 minutes in an hour, so the next hour is 3 o'clock. In question 3, I had to write the time half an hour later. Half an hour means 30 minutes. Later means I need to add. I wrote the answers like the question wrote the questions. 7 o'clock means 0 minutes have passed 7 hours. Half past means 30 minutes and the hour is 7, so it is 7:30. 3:30 means 30 minutes have passed 3 o'clock. 30 minutes plus another 30 minutes is 60 minutes, and there are 60 minutes in a clock, so it is another hour, and it is the next hour, so it is 4 o'clock. Noon means 12 o'clock. I happened to know that this is the noon in the day, about lunchtime. Half past means 30 minutes, and 30 minutes have passed 12 o'clock, so it is 12:30. The 30 in 9:30 means half an hour. Half an hour means 30 minutes. So it is 9:30. 30 minutes plus another 30 minutes is 60 minutes, and there are 60 minutes in an hour, so it is the next hour, which is 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock means 0 minutes have passed 11 hours. Half an hour has passed 11 o'clock, so it is 11:30 or 11:30. The 30 in 330 means half an hour. Half an hour means 30 minutes. 30 minutes plus another 30 minutes is 60 minutes. So there are 60 minutes in an hour, and it will be the next hour, which is 4 o'clock. Midnight means 12 o'clock. This 12 o'clock is the 12 o'clock at night. 12 o'clock means 0 minutes have passed 12 hours. The hour is 12 and 30 minutes have passed 12 o'clock. So it is 12:30 or half past 12. For question 4, I worked out the time, which is 9:30, and then I wrote it down, and then I found the time on this clock and wrote it down. So the time on this clock is 12 o'clock. For this question, I used my clock by counting in half hours. So by counting from 9:30 to 12 o'clock in half hours. Like this. Half an hour, 1 hour. Half an hour, 2 hours. And half an hour, so 2.5 hours. But if I didn't have the clock, I could use a different strategy by counting back from 9:30 to 5 o'clock. 9:30, 8:30, 7:30, 6:30, 5:30, and now that's left is half an hour. So 4.5 hours. In question 5, even though it is about time, it is still about number. Number means how many hours and how many minutes. Sometimes also how many seconds. And the clock counts for us, and we read what the clock has counted so far. So far on this clock, it has counted 0 minutes have passed 11 hours. There is one problem though, that I have to add 2 hours and 30 minutes, and it goes past 12 o'clock, and we cannot go 12, 13 and so on. Instead, we have to start back from 1 o'clock. So that is my school for today. With maths in elapsed time, I didn't really like getting questions wrong, but I am a bit glad that I got only 2 questions wrong, and I got the other questions right. All the other questions right. And nothing was that exciting, but I think it was just a little bit exciting and fun to learn the new strategy to do, counting back from one time to the other time that I could use if I didn't have my clock.